MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Mets. The Reds enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Wade Rainey is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last three starts, all three he's picked up wins. And if he can continue that, he should be on his way to winning his fourth in a row. It'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we are underway here in Flushing as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
In now for the Reds, Jose Peraza.
Batting second.
First pitch on its way.
Peraza.
And that one just missed outside. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Rosario into shallow left. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. At the plate, Joey Votto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario brings it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. And that brings up Scott Schebler. And he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he goes after the first pitch and hits it on the ground to Cabrera at second. And there's one down now.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Schebler takes his lead at third with one away. And this will ricochet off of him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty here with two men out. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is set to get his day started. Stuart Turner, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now. So 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Frazier is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one away in the inning now, and before we get too much further, let's take a look at where the Mets find themselves in the race for the National League East. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Conforto ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he'll reach second now with one away.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Center fielder Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Cabrera's up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And here's Jose Peraza, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's the strike. Bryce on third with 2 out. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So here's the Mets pitcher, Wade Rainey. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he'll throw against his body to first. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. So with 1 gone, let's take a look at the standings in the National League Central as we see where the Reds find themselves entering play today. In is Joey Votto now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Joey Votto
shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Scott Schebler. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Up next for
He's ready.
Cincinnati.
Here's the first offering.
Second baseman.
Changeup in for a strike.
Jeanette.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is pulled into right. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now. Digging in to try it again, Eugenio Suarez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Suarez.
And that one stayed too low apparently. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count. 2
balls and a strike now. The 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
Put it away. Get your best stuff right here. Here we go.
On the ground to the right side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. That's inside. 2-0. 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder. Jeanette over at second. Suarez at first. 2 out in the inning. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stuart Turner. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 3 left for Cincinnati. Digging in for his second at-bat, Austin Bryce. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through at 1 strike. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. High pop-up. Rosario moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And here's Jose Peraza. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. And a ball, 1-0. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw to first in plenty of time. In is Joey Votto now.
Leading off for the Reds.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Joey.
And that one just missed outside.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. And there's ball one. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch, considering he has 2 strikes on him. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
And it's fouled away. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his own, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Digging in and looking for more, Scooter Gennett. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Conforto. And that's the 3rd out. Reds are down and ordered. Still. Yoenis Cespedes is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning.
Well, I know you don't want to jinx it by talking about it, but this streak now, it's up to 11 games. When you're playing this well,
I talk to God like what's next for me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. Fulfilling my destiny, yeah. I talk to God like what's next for me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. Yeah. I told y'all I'm a psycho. Ain't no telling what I might do. Yeah. Y'all put his hands around my door, so I cut him off. That's what you get for stepping on my toes. At the top of the key, that's an ISO. My career about to take off flight mode. You don't like where we're headed? What you sitting on my flight phone, huh? Yeah, they should wait until your time comes. No, time's up. You put it out, got you thinking it's your birthday. Whoa. Yeah, I'm full of surprises. A lot of pressure on the record, so you know I'm making diamonds. Tell me how we do the finest. You witnessing the finest. Yeah, you never know what you can do until you try. I've been working late nights like a letterman. He ain't working anymore, we'll forget that. Somebody get the too late, yeah, the light bulb's off in my head again. Through my veins like it's never did. I'll get is the body, man, if you ain't got the head with it. Since a kid, I've been a pessimist. I like to focus on the negatives. Oh, Lord. I talk to God like what's next for me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. Yeah, my pops told me he was proud. I don't think he knew what that meant to me. Yeah, you try to take advantage of me. Before you die, you'll be dead to me. Before you die, you'll be dead to me. When they question me, y'all ain't no threat to me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. To the death of me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny.
Almost set for evening baseball from Great American Park in Cincinnati. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Cincinnati Reds. Major League Baseball on the show. Into the box, Billy Hamilton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat.
Billy Hamilton.
Sinker's low but called for a strike. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team needs to keep their focus. Short road trips have a tendency to sneak up on you. Next thing you know, you drop 2 or 3 games, and then you're back in your home ballpark. They have to find a way to go out there and execute all facets of the game and squeak a few of these wins out.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. With a moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. He's already snatched 20 bags this year. When you think about it, there are not a lot of guys stealing 20 bases anymore, so that's already a big year in terms of stealing bases, and he's not even done yet.
Ball swung on and hit to Cabrera at second. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning. Ready now for Cincinnati, Joey Votto. First pitch on its way. Looped out toward third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. In now for the Reds, Scott Schebler. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
Right fielder, Scott Schebler.
Now he'll step off. First offering on its way. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. Pitch on the way. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Again, he sends it out of play. Now another 1-2. Another one sent foul. Schebler even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the 2nd. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball. This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, the left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 1-0 the count. In there, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. Throw to third. And it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Adam Duvall will be next. Count still full, 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble. Now at the plate, Adam Duvall. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
And a base hit there for the Reds, their first of the ball game. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get great, but if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
So here's the Reds pitcher, Austin Bryce. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Strike one to start the at-bat. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. Suarez on third, Duvall at second with one away. First, right to Gonzalez, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in now, Billy Hamilton. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. The 0-2 home. Chopped weakly to the right. That's a foul ball.
I'm shocked he was even able to foul that one away. Now he's got to set his sights back over the heart of the plate and maybe be ready for something inside.
1-2 the count to Billy Hamilton. Popped him up. Frazier is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. The pitcher, Wade Rainey, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. And that's the second out. Stepping into the box, Jose Peraza, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And this is lifted to shallow center field. Cespedes on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Look at him jump all over that first pitch, using aggression to get himself a knock through the right side.
Right fielder.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. And a hard sinker there, chopped foul at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. High in the air, deep down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Now a swing and a fly ball. Perez moving in. The play is made, but they're going to challenge his arm. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the fly out. Striding in once again, Scooter Gennett. He drew a walk his first time up. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
There's one. The relay on to first. The double play. Digging in, Adam Duvall, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. A called strike on the inside corner. And now pitch on the way. Strike 2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. There's a strike. Now the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
Well, that pitch was like a backdoor cutter, if you will. It starts well off the plate and almost cuts back to the corner. That's a tough pitch to hit if you could throw it for a strike.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Here's the first pitch to him.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
The 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. In there, a base hit.
Boy, Dewar, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Peraza. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. From the stretch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bryce at second. Hamilton on at first with 2 down. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Perez. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Next for the Mets, Wade Rainey. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. One there on Devato, a double play.
Your attention, please.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of the few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team.
pitching staff is pressed to step up their game.
I got music in my soul. I got music.
Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in New York. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Wade Rainey will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings. Hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
Up next for the Buccos, Robert Geary. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Number 22.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right. Losers of 5 of their last 6. A step on the bag for 1. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Danny, any thoughts?
I'm definitely excited to watch Josh Bell in this one. He leads the team in batting average right now, and it seems like every time he goes to the plate, he's getting a knock. Obviously, that's not the case, but these guys really rely on him for his consistency and the spark he provides with the bat in his hands. I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it. Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Bell, the runner at first with 2 gone. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a couple.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Leading off with the Pirates.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Francisco
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman Cabrera. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Set to get his day started, Jordan Luplow. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Count still at 1-2. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
From the stretch, started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And there's ball 2 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Stepping into the box, Julian Sanchez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1. Fouled away. The 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Joe Musgrove, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. A bouncer up the middle. Flores has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Striding in once again, Robert Geary. He reached on a single in his first try.
Robert Geary.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Bunt to the mound. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single. Ready for another chance? Gregory Polanco.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not every right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Geary, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Hit to short. Taken in by Flores to Cabrera for 1. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get 1. Josh Bell the next to hit. He's set and the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. From the belt, the pitch. This is flared out towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Behind 0-2 now. Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam and strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Batting ninth. Pitcher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
1-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2-2 the count. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And there's 1 away. Here's Max Moroff standing in. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. The 0-1 on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Cervelli, the runner at second with 1 away. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Julian Sanchez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 0-1 the count. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Musgrove. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 2-2. Hit down the third base line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Joe Musgrove goes down for the first out in the 5th inning.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
1-1. Popped high in the air. Flores is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's Gregory Polanco. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Right fielder.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Josh Bell the next to hit. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a ball below the zone.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
The 2-1 home. To first. To his right, Salem. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Martin Coe. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1. The count now at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And this is fouled at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking, strike 3.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Francisco Cervelli is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. No runs on 6 hits and no errors so far for the Pirates. And he fights this one off here to foul it off to the left, and that holds the count at 1-2. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Weak chopper up the line. But that one rolls foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to...
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
tongue knocked down. It's the struggle that reminds me. So heaven don't feel me now. Put the wings upon my feet. Oh Lord, set my soul, take my pain and turn it into gold. It's all I know, all I know, all I know is champion. I can take a beating, I'll rise again, running through the jungle until the end. I can live forever, I'll rise again, keep rising up. I'm champion. I can take a beating, I'll rise again, running through the jungle until the end. I can live forever, I'll rise again, keep rising up. Champion, I can take a beating, I'll rise again, running through the jungle until the end. I can live forever, I'll rise again, keep rising up. I'm champion. I can take a beating, I'll rise again, running through the jungle until the end. I can live forever, I'll rise again, keep rising up.
Yo, crime 7 ties over pleasure wives, 5 feet 10 plus 11 knives, roll supreme, glowing steam, how my ride. I don't, but I take a shot at part of me. Clear thought remedy, 2 for 1 special, best friend and worst enemy. Fly pedigree, way past allegedly. Style, built, bag 'em in the me. Hard work will take me places that you'll never be. Found a book of life, but it's written illegibly. I wrote the script again to get this paper heavily, heavily. Bam, somewhere in between, stuck in a routine, wide awake in a dream. Scratch that, sleepwalking in reality. Think about tomorrow, but I live my life hourly. Stay humble, but I view myself powerfully. I'ma be official till the elements devour me. The remedies.
Like a new father to the chest, like when a blue charger. Barbell lifts, my lat muscle flexes. Carmel, straight from Texas. Straight tornado in my man's hair. Put the potato on the bland bland. Bam bam, chop like a man. Quick to put you in a Sandman van. Making sure he lift up like a can dance. Every time I'm up to bat, I'm in the Grand Slam stance. Lay your friends two in a hammock. Go warm up the banana. Call me coach, my approach is to whip them all. You the whip the ball, I'm the back. To the knuckles, buckle up. See the speed brittle, crumble like the when I roll them. I'm a cheap, you a that's a sound. Take a look around, you surrounded by the pounds. Pound for pound, crown for crown. I will own this, blowing through the bone like the Pied Piper. The highlight of the night, get your highlighter. See my words in the cloud, list the skywriter. I get the prep and stepping up to a new challenge. Dancing on the scene in line of Richie with the eye to eye, toe to toe with the hating faces. Mortimer making pages like we're trading places. Got you wrapped in a knot like some tight laces. Good night.
boy. Good job.
And a welcome to Citi Field, New York. Wade Rainey will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
And we are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not.
Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Pedroia, affectionately nicknamed Laser Show, is in the now. Meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.